Hello everyone, welcome to STONKAM live show today. This is Jenny. I'm proud of being your guide today for the production tour. Before we get started, I would like to take a few minutes to introduce the company first. STONKAM as a brand name is also the company name. We were established in 2003, and for over 17 years, our focus has been always on vision solutions for vehicles. So we are a one-stop supplier of cameras, monitors, recorders, radars, and AI-related products. Besides the R&D capability with over 80 senior engineers, we are also a manufacturer certified with IATF 16949 by TÜV Süd since 2010. Okay, it's time to get started right away because we will have several stops to tour the complete process of STONKAM production today. So please keep us with me and don't leave yourself alone. Now let's come to the first stop. The first stop is the STONKAM clean room. So like here we can see from the window, this is our clean room. It's completely sealed room. Only some workers with admission, they could get into the clean room. You can see they are special dressed, and also they do something, follow strict instruction inside the room. You may ask, can we get in and have a look? Sorry, we cannot, because it's strictly controlled clean room. And I will show you how the employees and how the materials they get in the clean room. Okay, follow me. Okay, here we see there are two entrances. The big entrance is for the employees, while the small window beside is for the materials. Let's take a look at how the materials get into the clean room. Okay. Okay. So we open the window first, and the employees will put the materials in the cabin. Okay, then we close. It's locked. And let's have a look at what's going on inside. I feel like there's strong airflow inside. I guess it's a process to clean the dust. Yeah, it's done. Okay, so later I think the employees inside will take out the materials. Okay, that's the first stop for the clean room show. Let's go to the next stop for the productions, real productions. Before we get into the production lines, we need to follow some procedures. One is to take some special shoes boot like this. Okay, the second. Okay, that's the first step. And the second step is I need to touch this one. You see it's red. Yeah, right now it's becoming gray. Then that means I'm allowed to get inside. And these two procedures are make sure we are okay to get inside for the production because the production area is ESD controlled. Okay, let's get inside. So here we see this is a workshop. What's a workshop for? This is a pre-workshop. So they do some pre-work like for the housing and also some soldering related pre-work. So we see they are all different pre-works. So this is a very important process to prepare for the assembly, and this saves a lot of time when the assembly will starts. And also we see here we do some adjusting. It's for the cameras, and 100% of the cameras will be focused here. Maybe we can take a close look at what they are doing. So we see they use a test shelf and monitors to test one by one of the cameras. It's very important process for the camera assembly. Here we see a shelf, and this is for the semi-finished camera boards burning test. So the semi-finished camera boards will be powered on here for 1 hour, and then they will go to the next step. This burning test is to make sure when the camera boards goes to the next step, they are well functioned. Okay, you see this is a special cabin. What's a cabin for? We see this some like clocks. It's clocks? No, it isn't. Actually, it's a temperature indicator. This is a dryer box. So all the camera boards will be put inside the dryer box before they are sent out to the assembly line. This process is to make sure all the camera boards are dry enough before they were assembled with the housing. This is a camera production workshop. Let's look at what they are doing. We see they are assemble the cables to the back housing of the cameras and also screws them. Okay, right now let's come to a most important stop. As you see from the tag here, it's waterproof test and burning test room. So let's open the door and see what it looks like. Okay, this is a completely test room. So first I would like to introduce the waterproof test we do. We see different ways to test the waterproof capability. We see over there are some boxes. It's 1 meter, so the cameras could be deep in the 1 meter high water for 1 hour or even 2 weeks, because for the IP rating there are different requirements for how long the cameras should be deep into the water. And another way is like this. We use air pressure to test the waterproof capabilities of the cameras. So we see cameras have been put into the cabin, and right now the air pressure is increasing. Okay, it is still increasing because we need very high air pressure inside the cabin, so it takes some time. Here we see the time is changing. Okay, right now they're ready to dip into the water. So the employees will check if there are any bubbles, visible bubbles from the camera itself. Then they can judge if the cameras have some water leak inside. Okay, it takes time because the air pressure, they need some time. to work on the cameras. Okay, it's done. Then we take out the cameras. All the cameras, after we take out from the water, they will be put on the shelf and powered on for half an hour. This is a double check for the camera if there's any water leak inside. Okay, let's look at this big box. Maybe you can guess what's it for. It's made of metal, and there's also a door. We see here, this is some brackets. This is a magnetic brackets. So it could be attached to the metal wall. So the purpose for this chamber is to test the wireless signals. How to test it? We do like this. We put the cameras here. Of course it's wireless, so we just hang up the cameras here. And then we put the monitors, wireless monitors inside. Through the chamber, the wireless signals will be decreased on purpose. Only in this case, we can tell how the transmission between the cameras and the monitors. So after this test, the wireless cameras and the monitors could be passed to the next step for the packing and further testing. So that's a wireless test chamber. It's a hot room, very hot. I feel it's so crazy to be standing here. Why was that? Because it's a burning test room. As we can see, we have different shelves here, and we put different products, especially the monitors, on the shelf and power them on and let them work at least 8 hours. And during the burning test, the monitors or the devices will be switched on and off to simulate when they are in the real working status. Since with the application, the drivers need to switch on and off the monitors almost day by day. So this process and also the burning test will make sure the quality is good enough before we deliver the products to the customers. Here's the monitor workshop. Here we can produce over 1,000 pieces of monitors every day. We have different size of the panels like 5-inch, 7-inch, 9-inch, and even 10.1 inch. And also we have different functions for the monitors like single view monitors and quad view monitors. And even some monitors could be built-in recorders. So let's look at what they are doing on the monitor production line. We see some are working on the back housing, some are just to fixing the panels, and some are putting the board inside the houses. So it's a complete process for the monitor assembly, from the basic semi-finished monitor board testing to the finished products testing. This is a workshop for different products like recorders, 360 products, and AI-related products. For the finished products, they will be put here and tested. So like we see here, the recorders are put on the shelf, and the employees is setting up them on the shelf. Now we see over the screen, there will be some codes to indicating what is going on with the recorders. so we can see different information on the screen. Then the employees could easily check what is going on with the devices itself. So comparing to the traditional test with the recorders, using the automatic software test is more accurate and meanwhile it's more efficient. This is another stop of the production line, but right now we have been to the almost the final stop of the production process. Here we see it's a packing and testing line. So this is the final online testing. All the products customer ordered will be sent here for the final online check before they were sent to the quality department. So here, the employees will check all the products and connected with each other if the customer ordered a system. In this case, customers get the products and they can easily connect the system and find out if it's working well, the whole systems. And after the online testing, because this is 100% for every piece of product that customer ordered. So after this process, the products will be sent to the packing line, and over there, all the products, including cables, electrical accessories, will be labeled and packed even with customized gift box. And then it means the complete process of the production has been finished. This is the final stop for the tour today. And this is the final quality check before the products are delivered to the customers. Maybe some of you may ask me, we have seen a lot of different tests already. Why it is tested here again? Yes, it is tested again here because what we see before, it's the check. It's a quality check authorized by the production department. While here, what we see, the quality is authorized by the quality department. So as the final check and final quality control, it is necessary they check again. But here, we do not do the 100% test for every piece of products. We randomly check from the gift boxes from the customers and test if the system or the product the customer ordered is to the right, like labels, right specification, and even right boxes. And the standard we follow here is the military standard, like over the board showing STD 105B. That's a sample test standard we are following here with the final quality check. So after this, the products are approved and are confirmed internally by STONKAM. Then they are finally able to deliver to the customers all over the world. Thanks for joining us today. Thank you for giving me the chance to show you around about the STONKAM production. And as a complete process, it's not the end because my colleague Jacqueline will show you another important part of STONKAM. She will lead you to our testing house. So Jacqueline, it's your turn.
Thank you, Jenny, for the introduction to the assembly plant. Hello everyone, I am Jacqueline. Nice to meet you. And welcome to STONKAM's internal test house. All design verification samples and production intent samples are sent here for a series of tests to ensure the reliability and stability of our products. Now let me show you around. On this table, it is an electrical fast transient equipment to release a pulse group composed of many fast transient pulses coupled to the power port, signal, and control port of the electronic device, so as to test the product performance under the influence of this kind of transient disturbance. Lying on the second table is an electrostatic discharge test equipment to evaluate electronic modules intended for vehicle use. Electrocontact discharge and air discharge in accordance with ISO 10605 can be performed here to evaluate the misoperation of the electronic devices caused by electrostatic discharge and the degree of interference resistance to destructive electrostatic discharge. Moving forward, we can see a few larger equipments standing in line. The first three ones are high and low temperature test chambers, which can conduct various temperature tests based on ISO 16750-4, such as tests at constant temperature, temperature step test, temperature cycling test, humid heat cycling test, damp heat steady state test. It is to simulate the exposure of the products to different and even the worst environments. Coming to the next, here is another equipment used to test the IP rating. Our cameras are designed to be able to work in harsh conditions, so they are all IP69K compliant. 6 means the product is completely dust tight. 9K means it is protected against close range, powerful and high temperature water jets. Each of our camera is perfectly designed, carefully assembled, so even this tough waterproof test machine cannot make us fail. Please follow me to the next one. These are 2 vibration test machines. Of course, products intended for road vehicles have to withstand the requirements of different vibration severity according to their applications. These 2 vibration benches allow vibration to horizontal, vertical, and longitudinal direction, which means each plane of the product can be tested and at least for 32 hours. Therefore, our products are strong enough to prepare for the most rugged road. On the other side of the test house are some relatively smaller equipments. This one, as we can see, with some cables hanging, is a swing test machine. We hand a weight from 300 to 500 grams, set the swing angle to 60 degrees and the speed at 25 times per minute to verify the ability of the cables to withstand the test. Our products are for the applications that are exposed to weather, so coating is important. Thus we need this, a salt spray test chamber. Salt spray test is an accelerated corrosion test conducted on materials and products to see how well they handle the damage inflicted by salt. The sample to be tested is usually placed into this temperature-controlled container, and a 5% sodium chloride solution is sprayed onto its surface, which is rotated at regular intervals to allow even coating of the salt solution. The test duration of our product is at least 240 hours. The sample is wet throughout the test and the temperature is kept constant. Having introduced introduce all the equipment, we finally come into a small room. Live tests are being carried out here. It's quite warm because all the products are powered on all the time. Each one has a card in the front indicating from when it started the test. This one written 2017 means it has been working for 3 years constantly. Well, I believe you have known more about STONKAM now. Having our own test house, performing all the rigorous testings makes us feel more confident in our products and makes you feel more at ease when driving on the road. If you want to know more about our products, there will be more exciting live broadcasts in the coming hours. Hope to see you then. Bye bye.